Good morning. Thanks for joining me. We are going to do a full body stretch today. We will start standing. So go ahead and put something comfortable on, grab a mat, and we'll get going. So coming to a standing position, we're going to start with our neck. So we'll drop our chin to our chest, roll our ear from one shoulder to the next. We'll go for 3 more. One more. Meeting in center, bring that head back up and drop it all the way behind you. And then drop your chin to your chest one more time. We drop our head behind us and chin comes to chest. Come back up to center. Next we'll move to our shoulders. We'll be doing 3 shoulder rolls. So 3 backwards. So really over exaggerate that movement. 1 more backwards. And 1 more forward. 1 time forward, 2 times, and then 1 more. Next, we're going to come into our shoulder follow more. So take your right arm, turn that palm facing out as you reach it up and over, going as far back as you can. Coming back to center, your palm turns down when you come back, but then we turn it out as we come up. And of course, only do this if it feels good for you. We'll do 1 more, and then we'll go backwards. So same thing, palm faces out, and then we turn it back in. Getting some rotation through that wrist. 1 more time back. Now we switch, so we come forward with the left arm for 3. 1 more. And now we go backwards. And 1 more. And now we come to the wall. We're going to get a nice chest stretch here. So go ahead and stand by the wall. We're going to take our palm to the wall. So my fingers are facing backwards. I straighten my arm as I start to turn my feet forward. You'll feel this in your wrists. If your wrists are tight, you'll feel it in your chest as well. Go ahead and press into that. We'll hold it here for 10 more seconds. And walk your feet back and then remove your hand. We'll come to the other side. So plant that opposite hand, fingers face behind you, and then start to walk your feet towards forward. And breathe. And come back. Remove your hand. Great. Now we are going to open up our feet a little bit wider than our hips. We can place our hands on our hips. We're going to make hip circles. So start by pressing your hips forward, out to the side, behind you, back to the other side. So just a nice full circle. 2 more times this way. Coming back to center, we go to the other side. One more time, and we come back to center. Great. Now we're going to step to the top of our mat, finding our forward fold. So sweep your arms up with our big inhale. Exhale, flat back, long arms. We find that forward fold. First, before we hold it though, we're going to start to pedal out our feet. So we're going to bend our right knee as our left knee straightens, and then our left knee bends as our right knee straightens. Let's do this 2 more times each way. And then we'll drop our crown of our head, try to get deeper into this pose. If you are just starting your process or you just tend to have tighter hamstrings, you can lay your hands on your thighs and have your back be a little bit higher away from the ground, but still try to drop the crown of your head. And we'll be here for 15 more seconds. Now we'll plant our hands. We're going to step our right leg back into our low lunge. Drop that right knee right underneath your hip and then start to press yourself up tall. You can plant your hands on your left thigh. We're going to start to tuck our pelvis, so press it forward. Sit up tall, make sure those shoulders are over your hips. Pull your abdominals in, and you should feel this in your hip flexor. So just play with pressing your hips forward, tilting your pelvis. pelvis. Pull your belly button in. We'll hold it here for 15 more seconds. Great. Now we're going to get into our left hamstring. So you can keep your hands right where they are and just start to shift your hips back. We want to try to straighten through this front leg. So I come onto my heel. That helps me get all the more straighter in here. And you can just stay on your thigh right here with a nice flat back. Or you can start to fold yourself forward, planting your hands on the ground. Just try to firm up your quad and get straight through that hamstring. We'll be here for 15 more seconds. We can start to walk our hands forward, plant that left foot, tuck your right toes and step that right foot to meet your left. We're switching here. So now that left leg will come back. We'll drop that left knee, untuck our toes, come up nice and tall. And then we'll start to tilt that left hip forward, getting into those hip flexors. We come up nice and tall, pull those abdominals in. 15 more seconds here. And then now staying where you are as far as height is concerned, we start to sit our hips back. Come onto that heel of our right foot so we can straighten through this right leg. You can come up all the more tall and put your hands on your hips, or you can fold yourself forward. Just firm up that quad and try to stretch out those hamstrings. 15 more seconds. So we're not stepping forward, we're moving back. So we're going to take this leg, this right leg, and bring the knee next to the left knee. Once they're together, open them as wide as your mat. Big toes touch. We're coming to our child pose. So sit your hips as far back as your body allows. Walk those hands forward. If you want extra shoulder stretch before you drop your forehead, you'd come onto your elbows, then drop your forehead, bringing your hands together behind you in prayer pose, and try to bring that thumb to the back of your neck. We'll be here for 30 seconds. Take your palms and move them by your head. Press yourselves up. Cross those ankles behind you. We're going to come to a cross-legged position. So sit up nice and tall. Cross those legs. First place we're going is a nice twist. So big inhale as we sweep our arms overhead. Exhale, we twist to the left. So my left hand comes behind me. Right hand's on my knee. I press my torso up. And my gaze is over my left shoulder. Big inhale here. Exhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. Sweep those arms overhead. One more time, each side. Back over to that left. Roll your torso up tall. Gaze over that left shoulder. Sweep those arms overhead. Switch to the other side. Roll your torso tall and gaze over that right shoulder. Sweep those arms overhead. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms to the ceiling as you straighten through your arms, and your gaze can follow if your neck is comfortable with that. Now we're going to drop those arms down, keep them clasped, pressing those palms out, and then drop your chin to your chest. 15 more seconds here. And then unlace your hands and pick your head up. We're going to plant our left arm behind us. We're going to take a big inhale, and we're going to start to lean into that left arm as we reach our right arm behind us. So we're half turning as we press our heart towards the ceiling. We'll take just 5 more seconds here. And then come back to center. We'll switch sides. Right hand plants behind you. Inhale. Exhale, reach this arm up as you turn your heart towards the ceiling and slightly lean into your right side. You can bend into that right elbow and then come back to center. Once more each side. So left arm plants. Big inhale, sweep that arm up, and we're leaning over to the left side as we press our chest open to the ceiling. We'll be here for 10 seconds this time. And come back to center. Last time. Plant that right hand. Big inhale, sweep that left arm over as you open up your chest to the ceiling. 10 seconds here. We bend into that right arm, but we lift and press through the left arm. And drop. Great. We're going to go ahead and lower ourselves all the way to the ground. We're going to come to our figure 4. So that means that my left foot is planted while my left knee is bent. My right ankle crosses over that left knee. I lift my head and shoulders as I press my knees closer to my torso. Hands reach around and grab that left thigh. Flex both feet. And if your head can reach back down to the ground, drop it. And try to keep those legs active by pressing them towards your torso. We'll be here for 30 seconds. And release. Plant that left foot, uncross that right leg. Now we cross that left ankle over the right knee. Lift your head and chest off the mat. Bring those legs into your torso. Interlace your hands behind your thigh and bring your legs close to you as you drop your head. And release. Plant that foot. Uncross your left leg. Reach your arms long. Reach your legs long. And then roll onto your side and press yourselves all the way up. We're going to end today by taking 5 belly breaths together. So sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your belly. We're going to inhale and exhale through our nose, all the while filling up our belly as full as we can with our air, and then exhaling all of that air out. We'll do this 5 times. Here we go. First breath. Second breath. Third breath. Fourth breath. Fifth breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank yourselves for being here. I thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all soon.